Are you an H-1B visa holder? Do you have an I-140 petition approved or have an extension under AC-21 provisions? Are you on H-4 visa? If yes, we've got amazing news for you. As of May 26, 2015, you or your spouse on H-4 visa might be eligible for a work permit, aka EAD. And to apply, you need a lawyer who knows about H-4 visa issues. Lawyer Shah Peerally has been at the forefront of this fight for H-4 rights and has actually helped make this dream a reality. Now, his firm is ready to help you or your spouse get their EADs. Call 510-742-5887 or visit www.splgpc.com to apply for your EAD. This is an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
The new Attorney On Air app is now available to download on your iPhone or Android. Get access to the latest information and interact on the immigration and debt settlement blogs. That's not all. The app has plenty of entertainment as well. Listen live to the Shah Peerally Law radio shows. Go to www.attorneyonair.com to download it for free. Yes, that's right, for free at www.attorneyonair.com. Is your credit card debt driving you insane? Don't panic and claim bankruptcy. Don't consolidate and end up worse off than before. What you need to do is call the debt settlement team at the Shah Peerally Law Group PC. They have an excellent record of getting your debt reduced at a fraction of what you owe. The best part is you don't pay a penny until a settlement is reached. Stop wasting time and money and call the Shah Peerally Law Group PC at 510-742-5887. That's 510-742-5887. Get out of debt now. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad. The law firm does not guarantee success.
If you would like to find out how your second or third mortgage can be removed for a fraction of its price, call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, sastikar, namaskar to all the listeners. This is attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have Franco on the board with me. Thank you so much, Franco, for being here. And we are going to go ahead and start the show. And today, of course, I'm going to cover H-1B a lot because of the H-1B season coming up. But you can always call for any questions on immigrations. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. And anything I'm going to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And if you want to have a consultation with our office or talk to our office, the number to our office is 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start about the H-1B season. Of course, this is opening and it's coming really fast. A lot of companies have already started signing up with us and are moving forward with their cases because they know there will be a lot of issues going on when we come to the H-1B time. One of them, of course, is the fact that there will be a lottery. So you need to will have to make it within the span of April 1st to April 5th probably. They have not confirmed that, but usually it's April 1st, but they give 1 week kind of grace period for the paperwork to reach there. So now we have another issue that we know will be coming is the LCA. The LCA, which is something that has to be filed before you file the H-1B, and this is very important. You cannot file that later. And the problem is that now it's taking 1 week, and knowing the system, whenever we reach H-1B period, the system, the iCert system usually goes down because of too many applications. So be ready for that. That's one of the reasons it is good to sign up early so that we give priority to the cases, we can start preparing the LCAs, and we can start filing the cases of on the H-1B. I will be taking the call in a minute, Franco, but let me just talk a little bit about that. It's very important that if you're an IT firm, or not only IT, anybody who wants to file an H-1B, make sure you do things early. And we will be taking the calls. I know all the phone calls are waiting, and I will appreciate that people who need help, give us a call, 510-742-5887. The website to check is attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com, which will bring you on PeerallyLaw.com. So it's easier to remember, Attorney on Air. And also you can have a lot of information, a mountain of information there. The website has been rated very, very well. And if you need help, please give us a call, 510-742-5887. Let me take one caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi. Hello, Shah. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I'm in the 9th year of H-1B approval with I-140 approved. I have been laid off, and my last day of employment will be April 30th. My current visa is good until the May 26th of this year, and my company will send documents to cancel my H-1B after April 30th. And they will also apply for a B2 visa so that I have some time to pack my bags.
And how about the I-140? What are they going to do with that?
As of now, it remains active, but my question is, and my I-140 is not from this company, it was from my previous employer actually, but we've been getting extensions on that.
Okay, great. Okay, go ahead.
My question is that, say sometime in June, after my current company cancels my H-1B and I'm able to get a job, can I still use this I-140 to get a 3-year extension? Or do I need to apply for a fresh H-1B and all this stuff?
No, you can use the same H-1B. The same I-140 to get extension. But just to let you know, the amount of time that you think you have under the present company is not what is going to it's not what's going to control. It's the I-140. So next time you transfer, even after April, if you transfer, you should be able to get 3 years as long as the contract is good for more than 1 year with the new company. So don't worry about what you have right now, but there will be a little issue. If after April 1st, let's say they file a B1, B2 for you, and the B1, B2 is pending, you are eligible to stay in the United States. But if you do a transfer, you will only be able to do a transfer of employment, not a transfer of status, because you wouldn't be a pending status. So if that happens, then you might have to do consular processing. That means basically you file the H-1B with new employment, and then you're going to request consular processing. And then you can just leave and come back. But everything will revolve around the I-140 being alive. If the I-140, let's say for whatever reason, company A cancel the I-140, you will have an issue with any company. So if you have the I-140, you're good to go. You just have to do it right. And if you need help, give me a call. I'll handle it for you.
Thank you so much, Shah.
Good luck to you, okay? Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey, Shah.
Hello.
Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I have a question regarding B2 visa. So I would like to do visa for my parents. I have an issue, like my surname is like KOTHA in my passport, but my mother and father's passport is KOTDHA. So it's kind of spelling mismatch. So will that be an issue?
No, it's usually not an issue because B1, B2 is very independent of whoever is giving the support, the form I-134. So the name is not an issue unless there's some kind of fraud involved. But that should not really be a factor as long as they can explain it was a typo. So you should not be worried about that part because even a friend can give that support. It's not like you're petitioning for your parents. You're just giving them an invitation, and the I-134 is only, and that can be given by anybody. So the name doesn't make a difference. However, make sure that they don't think you're kind of trying to cheat the system or something. As long as they don't believe that, you should be fine to get the visitor visa. Okay?
So is there any way that we can get some affidavit and take them along with that?
You can get an affidavit from two people who can basically testify that this is the right name and it was a mistake. But you can also have an affidavit from your parents also explaining that. But that should not be a big issue. As long as the document is not showing there was any kind of fraud, it was just a typo, it shouldn't be any problem. But usually in visitor visa, they don't go by that. They will go by their fingerprint, etc. So I don't think it's a big problem, but if you want to get some affidavit, it's a good idea to have it, because later on you might be able to use it too. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, sir. This is Chandra. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Good. Thank you, sir. Actually, I'm working on a 485 with a company, and if the company fired me by any reason, or something like that. So, what happened to my case? Should I, if I get any other job, is that good, or maybe should I look for a body shopping or consulting company to hold my?
No, don't look for a body shopping. Let me tell you how it works. Whenever what you're talking about here is basically you have an I-140 approved and you have an I-45 attached to that, and you're working on your EAD, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what happens in this situation, there's a rule that controls, called AC-21, and I think it's section 104C, if I'm not mistaken, that controls this rule. What it says, if 180 days has passed, usually they say after the I-140, but it's 180 days has passed after the I-45 has been filed, and you move to a same or similar position in another company, you don't lose the green card. And same or similar position doesn't need to be another person's company. You can have your own company. You can do a self-petition when it comes to that. For example, you can open your own firm and move yourself to that. It's allowed. Because under AC-21 it's allowed. It's called self-petition. It's not a great idea but it has to be a genuine company, even if you open your own. But you can move it. So if you're having a situation where you're getting terminated, give me a call at the office. I'll prepare an AC-21 letter for you and make you move to another company. The body shopping thing is not a good idea, because the problem is just like it's not an idea that as a lawyer I can advise you to do, because that will be fake and that will be fraud. But if you have a genuine, it's better to have your own company where it's genuinely operating and have a good company moving it. But the AC-21 rule doesn't really work like an H-1B. Even there's a delay, as long as you do it right, you should be okay. Okay?
So, but thing is, I don't have any client now. But thing is, I will be looking for a job. Maybe it takes 2 months or 3 months or maybe 2 weeks. So, in between, if I establish a company and if I transfer or if I do AC-21 with you, but is that okay between that 2 months, 3 months gap?
Usually it's okay, because AC-21 doesn't work like H-1B, right? It is not a transfer. You're not transferring anything. All you're doing is saying that you meet the requirements of AC-21. 180 days has passed and you're moving to another company, or you're moving on your own company. So it's not good to wait too long, but it doesn't work like H-1B. If the next day you get fired, you're out of the game. So if you do everything properly, you should be able to maintain it. So if that happens, give me a call. Like I was saying, I will advise you what is the next step. Either you go to another company or go on your own, but make sure that you maintain it so that you don't lose it, okay?
Sure, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Good luck to you. And you can call me at the office, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, Shah?
I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Actually, there was a previous caller mentioned about the 140 approved, and you mentioned that if it is alive and it can go through. Just wanted to know, is there on the USCIS or anywhere else we can find out if our 140 is still alive and has not been revoked?
That's a very good question. One of the way to check it, of course, is to go ahead and go online, type your receipt number. Usually, if it is revoked, it will be written there, but sometimes they don't update it. The other option is you can do what we call a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act. And lately, and we had got some callers, I think 2-3 weeks back, who confirmed that they are releasing all the documents within 6 weeks. So you might know that. You do a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act request, and actually now they created an app for it. You can just download the app and request that. So that's a second way. And the third thing that might be happening, a court on the Second Circuit, I think, said it has to be disclosed to the candidate when they revoke the I-140. They have not implemented that yet, but if this gets implemented, it will be very helpful. At least people will know if the I-140 is alive. And fourth, there's another rule that is coming, hopefully, that they will not even be able to revoke it. So all those things are happening, but the first two steps are already there. You can check online through your receipt number, and two, you can also do the FOIA request, Freedom of Information. You might get all the documents right there. Okay?
Okay. And is there any particular time limit until which it is alive? Like, it's been already 10 years for my
no, there's no
140
time.
approved.
There's no time limit, but there's a problem. The problem is if the dates become current, they might deny you the extension based on that, because you see the dates became current, you should have used your I-140. I've seen a case like that. But there's no real limit, especially in EB3, which is taking like 15 years, so there's no real limit on that. My advice is to make sure that as soon as possible your other company file your labor and your I-140 and borrow that priority date, because you can enjoy that priority date. So give me a call at the office. I'll guide you what to do if you need help. But right now, the best way to know is go online or do a FOIA request, and that is free. You can just go and do it. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. So just to let people know, the FOIA is the Freedom of Information Act. It's used pretty much for everything in America, and for immigration, it's good. And then if you go on the USCIS website, it's the form G639. Okay, let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hello, Mr. Shah. I have a question on my I-94 expiration.
Yes.
So my I-94 and my passport are expiring next month, March 29th. And right now I'm processing my passport renewal. So my question is, in the case of if I don't get my renewed passport before my I-94 expiration, what would be the situation?
Well, it doesn't. Okay, if you don't get your passport, you're saying? Before your passport. What you need to do then, you need to file the... Well, anyway, you should file the extension, passport or not. The only issue becomes the passport is when you're traveling outside. The problem of them stopping the I-94 based on the date of a passport happens only usually when you're traveling outside. If you're inside, even the passport expired, they will still do your 797 extension through the USCIS Department of Homeland Security. So my recommendation at this point, do you still have your visa? Till what time is your visa available?
Yeah, I have visa till next year, till September. So visa is fine for a year and a half from now.
Okay. So what you need to do is that first, if the passport is not coming, you can give me a call. I'll guide you. But the best way is to go ahead and file a new 797. Basically file an extension on your H-1B, because the I-94 kills the H-1B status in March. Or the other option, once you get if they get the passport on time, just leave the country, come back. They will give you an extension. You might also be able to get it at the CBP office. But recently, when it comes to the situation where there's a big lapse, since March is in 2 months almost, CBP might not be willing to do the extension.
Yeah, actually, I check with them. I call them, and they are saying they won't extend because it's not their error. They can update if there's an error made by them. If not, then they won't extend.
They won't accept it, exactly. So what you need to do right now, try your...
can I go US-Mexico border? If I in the case of if I get my passport in time, can I go US-Mexico border and come back and get a I-94?
Yes. No, not you have a stamp on your passport, right? The stamp is good, right?
Passport is good, yes. A visa is good.
Okay, visa is good. Yeah, you can go to Mexico, you can go to Canada, you can go to Jamaica. Be careful in Mexico right now. I was going to mention that a lot of people are worried because of the Zika virus. So a lot of my clients are getting upset. I told them to go to Mexico, and they're getting upset at me. But so just be careful on that side. That's it. But yeah, you can go to Mexico. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I had a question regarding the filling of my OPT STEM extension application. So in the application, there was a question saying that which USCIS office have I previously applied for my OPT? I applied my OPT in Phoenix Logbox, and my EAD number starts with WAC. So when I searched over the net, they said in few sites they said I can write California Service Center, and in few sites they said I should write Western Education Center. So I'm confused on what to write.
Where's your school? If you were in America, which center would you be in? Where's your school?
I'm sorry?
Where is your school? Which state? Which county?
It's in New York.
Okay, so New York, you might have to go to the Nebraska, right? Let me double check. I don't have it at the top of my head. So you need to use it. It's not going to make a big difference, because since you applied it, you say you applied it outside when you were outside, right? That's what you're saying? The logbox?
No, I applied to Phoenix Logbox. So I sent my OPT application to Phoenix location. There were two locations, Texas and Phoenix. So I sent my application to Phoenix. To apply my STEM OPT extension, they're asking me my previous USCIS office where I applied.
Well, you applied in Phoenix, right? And Phoenix sent the case to where? Where's your approval coming from? Which service center?
That I'm not sure, but my EAD number is starting with WAC.
No. Go and look on your approval notice, the 797. The address will be there. Use that address.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because the Phoenix Logbox is just a dumb box, so it will be transferred to the appropriate service center. So just go on the 797, the green paper, and you will see the address there. Use that address. But it's not a big problem even you make a mistake. They don't really deny you on that. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're live on air. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yes, I have a small question for you. Actually, I'm doing MS in one of the colleges, and our college accreditation is till 2017. And my question is that, do we have any problem with the college in case of OPT extension and H1B processing? If the college accreditation will not extend?
Yeah, the accreditation. On the OPT, I won't know, because the DSO should know that better. But the accreditation, it will be a problem if you want to apply based on that for your H1B or the master's cap. I was going to discuss about master's cap. But, I don't advise people to use an accredited school, because it becomes a big problem. I had cases after 3 years they come and reverse them because they use a master's cap, etc. But the OPT, I don't know the answer. You have to talk to the DSO, because it's up to the government and the DSO to decide if they will allow people to get OPT. So far in the past, they have given OPT even to an accredited, but lately they have been very strict on that. So you might want to check, otherwise transfer the school to an accredited school. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You're live.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Good morning. This is Pankaj.
Good morning, sir.
I have a question for my son who is on H4 and he's I-94. He expired on 26th Jan. And this is
I cannot hear you. Your phone is breaking. Can you repeat that? Hello.
On H4. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me see.
Yeah. My question is, my son who is a dependent visa, that is H4, and his I-94. His I-94 is expired on 26th of Jan due to his passport expiration date. But on that passport, he is valid visa till April 2016. Now he is having new passport with new expiration date till like 2018 with the visa extension also. But now the I-94 is already expired in 26 Jan. So what will be his status now, or how we can extend the I-94?
When did it get expired?
26th of Jan.
Yeah, you need to make him leave the country and come back immediately. You have 180 days to do that. If you don't, he will be out of status and you will have a lot of issues. And how old is your son? Is he 18?
No, 13 years.
Okay, 13. You still have a chance because 13 years and no full presence in the crew. He's out of status right now. You need to take him out of the country and bring him back. He will get a new I-94 with a new passport, okay? Because you won't be able to extend it now. You already passed the date. And just go ahead. You can go to Mexico. Well, I keep saying Mexico. It's up to you guys. Mexico, Canada.
Right.
And just come back in the afternoon. She will get. But do that as soon as possible because right now, technically, he's out of status. Okay?
He's out of status.
Yeah, and you won't be able to do an extension because you already passed the date. You should have filed an extension earlier, or now you still can just leave and come back. Since he has a stamp, it won't be an issue. They will give him a new I-94. Make sure you do that as soon as possible, okay? Okay?
Thanks.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. So I had a question. A couple of weeks back when I was listening to your show, there were some questions or you were saying something about there's a new proposal for EADs or the I-140 or things like that. I totally missed that information and I didn't get a chance to call back the same day too. What is the proposal?
Let me cover it quickly. There are two propositions. There's one which was the I-140 EAD. That was proposed a long time ago, but that's kind of dying right now.
Right, that
Nobody's
also reverted back, right?
Yeah, nobody has really taken care of that one. But there's another proposition where basically companies will not be able to revoke I-140 and priority date will stay and things like that. That one's still going on. The comments are ending on February 29, and after that we will know what happens next. So that was the one that is still might be good. It's not great thing. Only thing is that it will protect the I-140, which is very important for people who have reached 6 years, right? So that's basically the only one that we see alive. At that time when I was talking, I got all excited because I thought, okay, if one is going through, the other one will go through. But you know how politicians are; they just make a big hype and then things go down, up and down. Right. So we just have to wait on this one. This one on April 29, we will know how the comments are. And if those comments are good, then we should see that part go to law. At least people will not be able to revoke the I-140. Doesn't mean you will be able to use the I-140 for a green card. The only thing you will be able to use it to extension of H-1B. That's what I was talking about. But then, that was at that time. Things have changed since then. Things are changing every day now. Okay?
Okay, so basically they say that they cannot revoke it. Is that the new thing?
Yeah, that's what they are proposing. The companies cannot revoke it. Well, government can always revoke it if there's fraud. That's different. But you know how the companies are. Some companies, what they do, they become mean when the candidates leave. They just revoke the I-140, and that candidate without an I-140 after 6 years stuck cannot do an extension, right? So that's what they are talking about here, and also the priority date will also be captured, which is. Even now it's there, but then it's not really clear. So they are going to put that, and they are going to put some other stuff in there. I don't want to analyze it because I don't trust that will be the final law until we see it. So once it's out after February 29, so by end of March, hopefully, or mid-April, we will know where this stands. Okay?
There's no update on the dates moving forward for EB to EAD.
Oh yeah. That's one other thing I wanted to discuss. I got so many callers earlier. As you can see, guys, the visa bulletin is out actually, and it's not great for India. I think it moved like 2 months. But the kind of trick which is kind of interesting is people who are born outside India. If you look at it, even EB3 is current. So kind of current in filing, which is kind of a counterintuitive situation, which is kind of making...
To get an EAD.
Yeah, not only to get an EAD, you file under EB3 and you get a green card pretty much very soon, right? And that's kind of a little bit kind of unfair, but what can we do? And I'm going to continue the fight. We have this petition online, change.org. And please sign it. And if you go and reduce EB2 time for India, it's there. It's getting a lot. but it stopped gathering momentum. People got discouraged. But, we have to keep fighting, and hopefully Obama will come up with some kind of miracles before he leaves. He's doing that a lot lately. You see that on climate change. You see that yesterday on some other rules he's trying to pass. I think now it's his time to kind of throw it at them. Let's hope he throws good stuff at us too. Okay?
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for the detailed answer.
Good luck to you. Good luck. And since you brought that up, ladies and gentlemen, the March 2016 visa bulletin came out. It's not great news for India, but it's not that bad either. So I was making a kind of a prognostic that things will get better, but obviously it didn't. But it's for other countries. If you are born or your wife, spouse is born in a different country, you can benefit from what we call the cross chargeability. I say cross chargeability rules. So make sure to find out if your spouse is born, because some people, they don't even know they were born somewhere else. I just got a client who was born in Africa. She didn't know, and we used that to get her husband and her the green card. So things like that you should look into. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for taking my call. Do you have any updates about STEM OPT extension? My OPT is about to expire in May.
Yes. OPT extension. It seems like it will. Right now, there is an extension basically on STEM. When is your OPT expiring?
May mid, Shah.
I'm sorry.
May mid of the May.
Okay, so around the same time that you have the extension on STEM. So I think you should file for your extension, because there's a big chance that 24 more month extension will go through. It seems like it's having some movement. I got an email. They're saying they're seeing a movement on it. Hopefully the government will pass the law, and that will hopefully help. So I think at this point you should apply for your STEM extension, and let's hope we will get something clear by March. I was expecting around April, but I think earlier than that we will know. It seems like it's moving. So it's kind of a good news, but it's not 100% good news. But go ahead and apply for your STEM extension, okay?
Oh, that's great. But do I need to wait for 24 months extension rule to come into picture, or can I just blindly go ahead and apply now? Because my OPT might expire and I might go.
No, you can go ahead, and I think you can go ahead. Talk to your DSO. They are allowing people to apply because they are hoping.
They sent me the new I-22. I have all the documents and just waiting.
I think you should apply, because last time I told people not to apply, but now I'm telling people to apply. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Shah. I listened to your comments last time, so just I'm waiting for to speak.
Okay.
Thank
No.
you very much.
I forgot. You have so much information coming right now. I don't know how to filter. As people are asking, like this gentleman asking about the visa bulletin, then I talk about the topic. Now you're asking about OPT, I'm talking about this topic, because there are a lot of things that is happening with H-1B cap, etc. So it's kind of hard for me to remember it all, but good you brought it up. But yeah, it seems we're going on the right path with not right path, perfect. There are a lot of issues with that new OPT, but at least it's coming. So let us cross our fingers. Things we should know probably in 1 month, okay? Okay?
Thank you, Shah. Yeah.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, too. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Okay, I just have a question on the H4 EAD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my spouse is also on H1. I'm on H1. I have my I-140 upload. So just thinking, if we apply for a H4 EAD for my spouse and can she work for the same employer on H4 EAD?
Of course. Okay, you're asking the question, your wife is on H1, you want to convert her to H4 EAD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. H4 EAD is a work permit, so you can work anywhere you want.
So,
but unfortunately, some employers are not really kind of reluctant to take people on H4 EAD sometimes. But no, she can work as long as she has a work permit, yeah. And if you need help to shift, just give me a call. We'll do it smoothly so that it just shifts from one to the other, okay?
Okay. I have another question. So, while she's working for the a company on H4 EAD, can he also start a small business?
Of course. H4 EAD is amazing. It's almost like having a green card, except it's dependent on the H1. You can do pretty much everything.
Okay.
You can open a business. You can have 3-4 jobs. It's a lot of flexibility. So, yeah, she can. Actually, I encourage people to do that because one of the arguments we made when we were fighting for the H4 EAD to the president is saying that we are going to create jobs by those H4 EAD, opening small businesses, things like that. So I would like to see a lot of people opening business under H4 EAD, okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of calls and we very, very interesting question. It was really a diverse number of questions, and I had Franco who really helped me on the phone today. Thank you, Franco. And I want to tell you, anything I told you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. The number to our office is 510-742-5887. And if you're hearing, today is basically February 11, so if you're hearing this show another day, that means it's a recorded show. I am a little bit busy with the H1, so sometimes I put recorded show, but you should enjoy. But whenever I have time, I try my best to at least do 1 show, 2 shows a week live. So please feel free to call our office, 510-742-5887. And I think we have 4 more callers, but before I take the callers, I just wanted to bring another topic. A lot of people have contacted us. As you see, the market is very volatile right now. A lot of people, not only we are seeing situations where people are, the Dow Jones is going down, NASDAQ, etc. I'm not an expert, but it seems it's not really great. And a lot of layoff. We are seeing a lot of layoff, especially we heard Yahoo announcement, etc. So for those who need help, not only on their H-1B, but who are now struggling because they have to live off credit cards, we can, if you use your credit cards and you need help to settle them, so that, because it's kind of hard oftentimes, people 2-3 months without job, they use their credit card, and suddenly when they get a job, they cannot really repay it. So what we can do, we can help you settle those credit cards. And we can also do the same if you have people have sued you, judgment, if you're in litigation, we can negotiate those litigation. We don't go into the litigation itself, but we negotiate during the litigation. And some people in some places in California, we can also help with second mortgages. In the Bay Area, it's not really possible for second mortgages, but we can still do it when it comes to some other areas where the house are underwater. So where we can help our credit cards, litigation, any loss, any debt that you have, just call us anyway. We won't charge you until we get a deal when it comes to debt settlement, okay? So don't confuse the two. Debt settlement, only when we get a deal we charge you, and we charge you usually on a contingency. So if you need help on debt settlement, 510-742-5887, and we have a special blog or website for it. It's called yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. And feel free to call us, and we will be glad to help. And as you know, right now is H-1B season, so please make sure you start early. And for companies who want to work with us, we will give you a very good service. And of course, we are not magicians. We can only do things that are possible, but we will put our heart to it. And so far, a lot of people have been very happy with our service, and it's been years and years. So keep it up and call us if you need help. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, my name is Vijay. I have a question for Shah Peerally.
Yeah, this is Shah. You're live on air, Vijay.
Hey, this question is with regards to filling N400.
Yes.
Yeah, so in the N400 there is a section for citations, etc. So I was going to put my driving tickets on it. I'm assuming I need to put the driving tickets on it.
Yeah, I will recommend putting it. Sometimes some forms they don't ask, some forms they do, but it's better to put it, and it won't affect your case. If you don't put it, it might affect because they might say you lied. So put it in there and bring a copy of the ticket if you have.
So the thing is, I didn't remember all the days. So I went to the DMV and I asked for a driving report. But the DMV's driving report seems to not have all the tickets I thought I have.
Okay. Maybe you don't have it.
No,
that's very
actually
hard.
I know because in 2007 I had a ticket, but that ticket obviously I took a driving test and it went away. But in DMV's report, that ticket is not there.
Wow, you have a lot of driving tickets. No, I would recommend whatever you remember, you put it in there, and then you explain to the officer at the interview why you put it in there. But DMV is not giving you anything, so you know you got those tickets, but maybe it was removed, but you're still mentioning it because it won't affect your case. But if they have a record somewhere where it appears, it will hurt you. So put it in there and put a note on your cover letter and explain at the interview that you have this, and that's what DMV gave you. But as long as you're telling the truth, it's better than lying, because nobody will tell the truth against themselves, so they will like that, okay? Okay.
So one thing is, you talked about cover letter. What is a cover letter? I have not seen anything as a cover letter in
a cover letter, you prepare it. That's what's called a cover letter. You write a letter, right? And if you need help when it comes to your citizenship, give me a call at the office. I'll handle the case for you. Make sure that there's no mistake on it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck. The number to our office, 510-742-5887. We have a great team there. We speak so many languages. If you go on our website, attorneyonair.com or Peerally Law, you will see so many languages we speak. There's Hinko, Marathi, Urdu, Punjabi, Hindi, Patari, English, Pashto. So we have a very great team here. The New York office speaks that, and we have in San Francisco office, they speak Spanish and Arabic. So please call us. We'll be glad to help you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You are live on air.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Good morning, Shah.
Good morning.
I've seen many people asking many questions, but I have a different question here. I have 140 based on my skill set on networking. Now I want to move out of 140 networking, and I want to move to a different domain. Since my firm and 140 is based on a certain skill set, if I change my skill set, is 140 still valid?
Okay. The I-140 will be valid because the job offer is there. The only way the I-140 will go is if your employer revokes it or your USCIS revokes it. But just because you're moving to another position doesn't mean you have the knowledge for the previous
not the position. I'm not the position. I'm like, let's say I'm working on a network software. Now I want to go to a different, like Oracle, Hadoop, or some other technology. But I still be the software engineer, but not the same schemes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whenever you file the I-140, it's very specific, right? It's specific to some position. Just being a software engineer is a generic term, but software engineer has a lot of other sub-branches, right? So if your I-140 is governed on that, you can still use that I-140 for extension or even the priority date. But if later on you want to get a green card on it, you have to go back to this job when you get the green card. But you can still use that I-140 as long as it's not been revoked. So it doesn't matter. But if you want to move forward in life, I would recommend filing a new permit with a new I-140 and borrow that priority date. So that's only, but for extension of H-1B and things like that, it's valid. And you can even go back. For example, let's say I got an I-140 as a paralegal, right? And then I became a lawyer. And then later on, my I-140 becomes current, and I want to go back to being a paralegal. It's my right? I can go backward because it's my right as long as my company is allowing me to do that. But most of the time, it's not logical, that's all. But no, your I-140 don't die like that.
Okay. No. The problem is that we use some certain keywords to get a perm, right? Like the keywords that he's expert in this technology. So should that keyword still match? That was my concern, actually.
No. You mean to transfer the priority date?
Yeah, priority date or whatever.
Yeah, priority date has nothing to do. No, it has nothing to do with the job description. You can have a priority date on some other areas completely different. You can transfer it. It's only the date you're transferring. So it's not a problem.
The priority date is still valid?
Yes. Your priority date is still valid, and your I-140 can still be used for H-1B extension too. Okay?
Thank you.
Good luck to you. That's a very good question you asked because there's a lot of confusion on that. So just to recap, people who doesn't understand what we're talking here, even if you have an I-140 on a different job and you want to port that priority date to a completely different job, that priority date is portable. That means you can send it there, okay? Okay, so let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
This is Ravi from San Jose. I have a question on EB1C. So my EB1C was filed in last week of, middle of September, and in the processing time chart, I see as of 31st December, it says for multinational executive, it is 16th of August 2015. What does that mean? Should I expect within 1 month any decision on my case? Because it still says the case was received. So I just wanted to know from your end.
Okay, your phone keep cutting off, so let me get it right. You filed an EB1C in September. Did you file the adjustment of status? Only the I-140?
Only I-140.
Okay. And what did it say on your receipt? I didn't hear that part.
Sorry?
You said that something was mentioned on the receipt. I couldn't hear because your phone cut off.
Case was received. That's the only update. Case was received.
Yeah, they're very, very, I don't want to say lazy, but they're very overwhelmed right now. So things are going this way. I filed a couple of EB1C and even National Trust Waiver and even EB1A. They're very slow. So there's nothing to do. It was filed in September. Did you get a receipt on the case?
Yes. And
okay, then you just have to wait and see. If I were you, if you had a good EB1C case, I'll file for my adjustment of status too. Then you get the EAD. But if you don't want to do that, it's fine. But I-140 right now is taking around 6 months if you don't do premium, and I think EB1C doesn't have premium if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. I might be wrong on that. I have to double check on the EB1C if there's premium or not. But you are eligible to file your adjustment of status also. But no, it's normal what it's showing, because sometimes the system doesn't really get updated on time. They have a shortage of people working right now. Okay? So just be patient and wait on that. If it is regular, it will take around 4 or 5 months to 6 months to get an approval. Okay?
Thank you.
Good luck to you. So I don't know if I have more callers, Franco, but this is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello? Hello. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done with the show. So I was expecting to have Amit on the show today, but it seems like he's not here. So I'm not going to take more callers than Franco. So I will go ahead and talk a little bit about the major issues I was talking about today, which is basically H-1B. H-1B is big right now. A lot of people are expected to apply, and a lot of people are going to apply from different companies. So few things I'm going to advise you. If you're filing with 3-4 companies, make sure you're consistent on your work, okay? You're allowed to do that. You are not allowed to file 2-3 H-1Bs with the same company, but you're allowed to file with different companies, provided you stay consistent. You don't want one to look like you have a big resume of for example, Java and cloud computing or something, and then the other one has you are a lawyer, something like that. So you can be both, but put everything in one. So be careful on that. And if you are a consulting firm, be careful when we are preparing those H-1Bs. There are a lot of traps in those. This is where a good lawyer will make a difference. For example, the dates on the LCA, many people make those mistakes. They don't match the dates right, and what happens, the case gets rejected, and it will be too late. And also what happens, don't use a non-lawyer to do that. Yesterday I was at the immigration, and they were questioning one of my clients extensively who prepared the case. Luckily, it was me, so it was no problem. But they asked him several times, did you prepare any case with a non-lawyer? So you think you get smart by going to a lawyer who's not licensed or who's pretending to be a lawyer, because there are many of them. They call them consultant, accountants, whatever they call themselves. And when they get busted, your case, which was good, not only you get in trouble legally, you get in trouble also. All those good cases that were filed might get revoked. And we are seeing a lot of them, because what they do, they go all the way. And also make sure you're filing with a lawyer who's licensed to practice law. Especially it will be good to file with a lawyer who's practicing in California, because if there are other California issues, you can handle it from here. So make sure that you check all this when you're doing your cases, and just don't try, because I know it's very easy sometimes to go with non-lawyers, and I know there are many groups here in the Bay Area that pretty much practice immigration law without a license. And those people will get busted because they are investigating them heavily recently. And once they get busted, guess what? Even your good cases are going to be in the loop in there. They will investigate you too, even if your case was good. So make sure you're hiring a lawyer to do the case. There are many good lawyers out there, and our law firm has distinguished itself in the past. Of course, we are not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we do a good job, and we take care. We keep things really real for our clients, and we do things very much into, I don't outsource the cases. The cases are done in our office, in our 2 offices, so it's done properly, and we know the issues. The issues are very, very technical now, especially if you're an IT consulting firms. I've written many articles based on those, especially the mistake that are out there. So if you are doing an H-1B, make sure you're getting the right lawyer. And you can check our ratings on AVO. You can check our work, and we have been awarded many awards, including super lawyers from Congress, etc. So check our website before you do anything. So please give us a call if you have any questions. 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. I was expecting to have Amit on the phone today, but it seems like he's busy. So I'm going to just finish today. I'm going to talk a little bit about the last part is, of course, debt settlement. Debt settlement is, I was talking about it earlier. Debt settlement is something really interesting because a lot of people find themselves suddenly in debts without even realizing. For example, you might be in an accident and you got sued for it, and you have a big debt on your head, and insurance is not covering it, or insurance is claiming money from you, and they don't. It's not even at a lawsuit level where you have to pay a lawyer to defend yourself on an hourly basis. We can pretty much kind of negotiate those for you. You might also have a lawsuit against you about anything. You owe money to someone and they are suing you. We can negotiate those. And let's say now you owe money to credit cards, which is a big thing, or you owe money to a line of credit, SBA loan, etc. That becomes very difficult because, especially for SBA loan, when you look at it, it goes to your taxes and the government treasury. They will cut it on anything, and they pretty much have a right to put their hands in your pocket. Now, the other worst part is that if they file a lawsuit against you, even non-SBA, any regular case, what happens to you, they will probably win because you don't have money to defend yourself. And once they win, they get a judgment against you, and they record that judgment. Guess what? They can pretty much get into your pocket. They can take your paycheck. They can take they can levy your bank account. They can also basically put lien on your property. The big thing of a lien on property, because you have a house, you probably keep it for your kids, and then you end up by having a situation where the house is there, and you are keeping that as a savings or retirement, and then suddenly you see a big lien hitting on it, on your equity on that house, and if the house is paid off, it's worse. And they will make sure that they will foreclose the house or keep it. When you sell it, they get their share. And more time goes by, more they add interest on it. And SBA doesn't even need to sue, by the way. SBA loans, for those who have small business loans, SBA is a program by the government, kind of. It's a guarantee by the government. What they do, they directly go into a lien on your property and the IRS. So be careful if you have those kind of loans. And we have successfully negotiated many of those loans, and we can help you. Give us a call at the office, 510-742-5887. And the good thing with debt settlement, we will not charge you anything until we get a deal. I repeat that you don't want things to go really bad. And it's happening right now. We are starting to see it. Things are not getting great. And as you see, one of the reasons you're seeing Bernie Sanders doing very well is because the economy is, it's not the economy, it's very much in a very unjust society we are living in right now. And things are really bad for people who are the middle class. So, and the big companies, they don't care. They will come after you. But we can deal with them. We can be the shield for you. So call us. The number to call is 510-742-5887. And to let you know, the recap on this is basically we can help you on credit cards, SBA loan. Don't let the SBA loan sit down there. You're going to suffer. And then 3, we can help you on second mortgages, for example. In some cases, not every cases, the house has to be underwater. And of course, all the litigation cases, give us a call, 510-742-5887. So ladies and gentlemen, to recap today, I wanted to thank Franco today for being on the board with me. I wanted to thank you, and anything I told you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Just to recap, today we talk about the H-1B. We talk about a lot of issues on this show today. N400, I-140, AC-21. It was very diverse. And I thank you all for listening. And I will probably put those archives. If you go on my YouTube channel, you will be able to get it there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on Monday from noon to 1. Take care. I'll be back. Bye-bye.